I want you to know how I met this woman. There was a wedding in Gainesville. I went to school with a guy named Todd Rainsberg. We played high school basketball together. He moved to Gainesville, which was 3 hours north of Melbourne where I lived. And he invited me up to a wedding. And I thought, okay, I'm in college. It's, you know, what the heck. So my brother was living up here, so I went and stayed with him. Went to the wedding. Actually got to go to the bachelor party the night before. Yes. No, she did not jump out of the cake. Went to the bachelor party the night before and got to know some of the guys. So the next day at the wedding, I'm sitting there, I'm kind of cocky, I'm 2.5 hours away from home, and I'm in a suit, and I'm standing around, and there's all these good-looking women running around, I see Jan going through the receiving line. And I'm sitting next to this guy named Ken Sharp, which Randy certainly remembers. And I said, wow, she's really cute. Well, that's where I figured it was going to end. He said, wait a minute. So Ken, come. So he goes up and grabs her and brings her back. Well, Jan comes over and gets introduced to me, and I'm standing there. I can remember I had this gray double-breasted suit on. It was a while ago.
In the 70s.
And I'm standing there, and we're talking. And she's just bubbling and talking. I think, this is really cool. And so after about 10 or 15 minutes of this, I finally say, well, look, I'm only in town for the night. Would you like to go out? You heard those little crickets? I'm standing there, and while we're doing this, people started to come up and say hi to her, and she says hi to them. I said, well, you know, what do you think? No, she keeps talking to him. I said, 20 minutes of this. Now, I'm in this double-breasted suit. Now I'm sopping wet. I'm wet under my arms, and I'm just totally wet. So finally, and I'm trying to get a word edgewise, Jan is so popular in Gainesville, she has her own receiving line going through.
I grew up there. So
there were people in line to come talk to her, and I'm sitting there, how the hell did I get in the middle of this? So finally I said, tell you what, this is really hard. Give me your phone number on a napkin. I'm damn easy to turn down on a telephone. So she gave me the number. I went back to my brother's trailer, and I had no intention of ever calling that woman. I thought, man, she put me through 20 minutes of heck. This isn't going anywhere. So but I'm telling my brother and his girlfriend about it, and I'm bragging about it. And so finally, they sat me down and said, "You're going to call." Well, this is way out of my character. I finally make the phone call. I pick it up, and she's just giggling and laughing. I thought, God help me, this is going good. So
my side of the story is, I had never been out with someone I didn't know before. Because I grew up in Gainesville, I knew people, and I would
you
go out
knew everybody.
with people. So
at our wedding, I knew 8 people out of 400.
I was like, I don't know if I should work with someone I don't know. And so as soon as he gave me his number on the phone, I gave him his number, and he was going to call me and let me turn him down on the phone. I knew it would be okay probably, but at the same time, then I had already said, oh, I don't know, so I had to wait for him to call. Well, I got home and I told my mom and dad, I was still living at home at the time, I told my parents about this guy that I met. And they were like, you should have said yes. I'm like, well, I didn't know if you guys would think it was okay to go out with someone I didn't know, you know. And so they got me all excited. By the time the phone rang, I was just like, hello! I was hoping so much it was going.
God, I could tell it. And then the rest of the story, this is the part she doesn't like me to tell. You remember Swartz?
No, it's not. It's
real short skirts with pants under them. Swartz. Well, she had a real short skirt on. I had no clue what was under. I spent the whole night trying to figure this out. We went and played cut bud golf, and I don't think I hit a single hole. She beat the heck out of it, but I had a lot of fun. So anyway, that's our story. And this is our Ellie.
It was love ever since. So, and this beautiful cake was made by someone special.